Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing one of my favorite drinks. It is called the Doctor. Really good health benefits. Pretty much get all your vitamins, nutrients, potassium, vitamin C's, antioxidants, you name it, it's all here. This amount here will do about 2 liters. It'll last me about a week. Drink 8 ounces every day, give or take. Some days I drink about 16 ounces. So let's get started. This consists of parsley, carrots, lemon, beets, apples, celery, ginger, and turmeric. Sometimes I add garlic, but this time I'm not gonna add the garlic. They didn't have the one that I really like at the store. So let's get started. I like to put the beets first. Reason being, I'll put the beets first and then the carrots. And then from there, you could put, apples and the lemons and the ginger and all that. But the reason that I put the beets first is because I like to get all the nutrients and all that red, all that coloring, and the carrots too. They're so fibrous that I put that in first and then wash it down with like either the celery or the apples. The parsley, I'll just incorporate it into the process at like after the carrots or with the carrots. That way it has something to really, like, the fiber stuff grabs on inside the juicer, because if you just throw this in the juicer, it just doesn't get ground up enough. So just a little way. So as far as the beets go, I'm gonna peel these. The carrots are fine, and the lemons, I just put them in there. I just cut them in half. I just cut everything up a little bit so that it fits in the juicer. But the lemons, I put them in whole. The apples, I cut them in quarters. The celery, I'll just cut the leaves off. That's about the only thing I don't use on them. I personally just don't like the taste of this in the juice. But I'll eat them in a salad or either or. So let's get started. And this only takes just a little while to make. You do this once a week, and you got plenty of healthy drink. I mean, you could feel the difference. This drink here is good for your liver, it's good for your kidneys, it's good for your blood, it's good for your heart. I mean, hydration, everything, mental awareness. It's just so good for you in every single way. And then you could reuse the pulp, all the pulp from all this. You could put it in ice trays, freeze them, and later on you could put them in a smoothie and so on, or bake with them. You could make a cake. You could make just so many others. There's so many recipes out there, but today we're just gonna focus on making this juice, and it is delicious. And you could get everything that you saw at the beginning when I had it all on here. It was $34. So for $34, you could get all this. And at the start of the video, I had only one bunch of celery. I got all that plus this with the whole chunk of ginger and all this for $34, which plus the parsley. So that's a pretty cheap for a drink that's gonna last you all week. You know, you could spend $34 on anything. I'd rather spend $34 on something that's gonna benefit my health. So again, let's get started. Carrots, the only things I take off are the ends of them. Other than that, I don't even peel them. And I said earlier in the video that I was going to peel the beets. I used to. Then I read something that there's a lot of nutrients also in the skin, and I've been making them like that. It really doesn't make a difference, and it actually, you get a lot more vitamins. I'm sure there's a lot of good stuff in that. And taste-wise, you wouldn't even know the difference. So, it only takes a couple minutes to get all this ready. Seeds and all. I don't even squeeze the lemons or nothing. The skin has so many vitamins, so many nutrients, and afterwards, you could take, if you were gonna not use all of these, or if you had any extra ones, you could take the lemon, squeeze the juice out of it, and then whatever's left of it, you could put it in a pot, boil the water. Once it's boiling, just take it off the heat, put the lemons in there, and just let it sit overnight, and in the morning you can drink that. It's really good for you. space here. Ginger is really good for you. Very, very anti-cancer, antivirus. It's just packed full of anything with roots is always really, really healthy for you. Like this, the celery. I just love it. And then just a couple of these shoots. I don't know, they taste different to me. Kind of a bitter flavor. And if you like them, you can leave them. It's just my personal preference. I've been drinking this drink for a long time, and even through COVID, always stayed healthy. Anytime I felt like if I was getting a little down or little flu or a little bug, just the beginning signs of it, I would always drink this. Never really got sick. Never been one to get sick anyways, but this helps out a lot. Alright. Now the parsley. I just cut off a little bit. Let's cut a little bit of them off. said, I make it exactly the way I like it. You could make it the way you like it. As far as taste, I've been drinking it for so many years that I've been first, when I first started, I used to peel the carrots and peel the beets, and the lemons I was taking the insides out, and the apples I was, but now, no, I know exactly what to do, where it's nice and quick, and it tastes delicious. I mean, if you're one to say, oh, I don't like beets, oh, they're too earthy, you're really not going to taste that really, like, that beet juice. And I love the beets. I'll eat the beets by themselves. I'll drink the juice by themselves. There's some people that don't like beets, but trust me, when you mix this stuff together, it's a whole different flavor. It's just delicious. I could taste the beets, and I could taste the carrots, and I could taste the lemons and all that. But it is just, it's delicious. You won't have that earthy taste. The carrots, if you don't like carrots, you're really not going to taste it. It's a mix. It's a perfect blend. And between, not always do I add the turmeric, because turmeric has been kind of hard to get, but at least the ginger. You put ginger in it, you get that nice bite to it. You put turmeric, you get a little more. It's just really good. I mean, let's start this. And by the way, I'm using the Breville. I think it's the 2000. Really good. I had it for 3 years now. I like it. I've had a couple different juicers, and this one just seems the easiest to work with. Like when you start doing something, if something's hard to make or hard to clean or to get ready, then after a while you don't want to do it. This one, it's really easy. Before we start juicing it, I'm just going to show you how quick and easy this thing comes apart and comes back together for cleaning and all that. So basically, before, right when you're going to start cleaning it or putting it together, just rinse this off. I don't stick none of this in the dishwasher because the heat from the dishwasher, it'll just kind of mess up the plastic after a while. So I hand wash it, but it's really easy. So basically, all you got to do is just take this off. Flip this up once it has juice in there, whatever, so it don't drip out. Open this up. You just take this out, get it with your hand, rinse it off in the trash can, then take it to the sink, wash it with soap. Done. Take this off. Comes with a brush. I wash it, put some soap on it, brush it, rinse it off, clean all the screen, clean the blades, all that. You're done. And then this guy here, it really doesn't have any cracks or crevices. So basically just put some soap, wash it up, clean the tube out, and you're done with that. This guy, where all the pulp goes, dump it out in the trash can or dump it out in a bag or Tupperware so you can reuse the pulp. Done. This guy usually doesn't get really dirty. A little bit when I take this off, it might get a drop or two. I wipe it down. Like I said, I've had it for 3 years, and I pretty much juice all this all the time. Only variation, sometimes I'll make one that's like a sweet tart, and I'll put beets, celery, pineapple, and some lemon, and that's about it, and some apples. Those are my favorite. But now let's just put it back together. So that's it. Oh, one thing This jar is pretty good. This pitcher, the seal's really good. You can close it up, but see how it just gets stuck. Well, it cracked a little bit on the lid. It cracked on me right here, but no big deal. Still using it, just mindful of it, just so it doesn't continue breaking. I just hand wash it, and I make sure I put it in the right spot. So if you want, you could use it to pour. You just push this all the way down. You can pour your juice right out of it, or let's see, it gets stuck. Or you could put it like this and close it up. Nothing will come out. So when you're gonna juice it, you put the hole on the side. And I like it because you don't have to put the little mason jars and do all that, or little containers and juicing your stuff. Now you can fill this up and put it away in the fridge, and in the morning you make it, or at night, however you want to do it, during the day. So you gotta be careful with this. You can't twist it while it's inside. You gotta put it in the direction you want, but it still works. There you go. And lock this in. I usually put this up on a cutting board from the factory. This thing doesn't sit right when it's just sitting on the counter. It sits low, and then this doesn't sit in there right. When you're juicing, it wants to like, sets better like this, because if not, then this wants to tilt up too much, and it just doesn't, the juice doesn't flow out of there right. So I just set it on a cutting board, and then it helps it just come out. So, alrighty, well, let's start. And just put it on low. Cut all this up in small pieces so they make it so hard on the juicer. It'll last a lot longer. If you're always forcing the juicer and bogging it down with big pieces of vegetables and fruits, it won't last long. And I do it on low. It's still fast enough. Just run it at half speed. So this thing will last for years to come. That already. 3 beets. That's why I put the beets first, because now I'll start washing all that extra beet juice. It'll start coming down. thing's running on low. Look at that. I don't even have to put the plunger on it. This is juice. Liquid gold right there. Oh, I forgot to cut the apples. I've been talking too much. Alright guys, one more apple. If you drink this once a day, you won't need any vitamins. They're all in here. Everything you can possibly think of. And you don't necessarily have to put all in your ingredients. Delicious. Couldn't resist it. I'm gonna stop there with the lemons. I'll save these for later. These got a lot of juice in them. I'm gonna put some celery so I don't run out of too much room in the pitcher. Now that celery will just wash down all those juices from the beets, the carrots. See how nice and clean that is. guys, I hope the lighting and the audio is good enough so you can see all this really good. I'm going to be making more videos on different recipes, different drinks, different things that we eat, things that I've learned that are healthy and tried and lived by, and we don't get sick a lot out here. I think that's it. Running out of room now. Now just let it run for a minute. Give it a little tilt. Some of that last bit of juice that's running in there. Oh. Cheers to you. Subscribe and like these videos, and there's more to come. Thank you very much.